Good morning, guys. I figured I'd just chat with you while I do my makeup today because it relates to the face. If you can see from the title, I have had this on my mind for some time because my birthday is in a couple days and I'm turning 32. I mentioned on my stories yesterday that I am considering Botox. And let's just talk about kind of everything for a little bit. When I was turning 30, I was thinking about it. And I remember I was starting to notice my lines on my forehead and the 11 lines. I do not care about fine lines around my eyes at all. I don't really mind that any bit. But at the time I was pregnant with Owen. So obviously that was out of the question. And then you're nursing after that. So I knew if I did get Botox, it wouldn't happen for some time anyways. But for me personally, when I'm pregnant, I gain a lot of I gain a lot of weight in my face and it fills out my fine lines. So when I'm pregnant, I never notice any fine lines because they're all plumped out and it's awesome. And then when I start losing the baby weight, I start seeing them. And it's almost more drastic when you see them coming back because you were so used to not seeing anything at all. Now that I'm getting back in shape, I have just recently been noticing my fine lines again. And it's more so at the end of the day, once my makeup has kind of settled, I see it more often. When I'm first doing my makeup, it doesn't bother me at all. And here's the thing, I know it would look great, it just smooth everything out so that makeup all lays beautifully. It's great for preventative measures and all of that. However, I am so afraid of it, and not because of the pain. I'm not worried about the pain at all. That doesn't bother me. It's you're injecting your face with basically a toxin. And my whole thing forever has been trying to find natural, healthier, toxic-free products for myself and for our home. Makeup, skincare products, what we use in our house. I switched over to all of our essential oils and I literally use essential oils for everything. We don't take ibuprofen anymore because I have a roller ball for that. Just so many things now in our house are, better alternatives. So for me, it seems like getting Botox would negate doing all these things. It's here I am trying to surround our family with the best of the best products and not bring in fragrance and artificial, chemicals and everything. And then I'm gonna just inject my face with them. It just seems very contradictory. But you want it because it looks so nice. Look at there's a twin study that they did Botox on identical twins for 12 years and you can see the results. It is crazy. I mean, the one who has it looks a lot better, not gonna lie. So, okay, I posted that and I got so many comments, so many DMs, so many who were I love my Botox, get the Botox. People are obsessed. You guys, I know a lot of you guys get it and you guys all probably love it. And I understand why, it makes your face look so smooth and lovely. And then there's the other side of people who are don't get it, what are you talking about? So you get the two kind of extremes, if you will. Okay, let's talk about boob jobs for a second too, because I feel it kind of correlates with each other. When I was pregnant with the twins, your boobs fill out, and I've always had a small chest. My whole life, I had a little bit bigger boobs in college because I weighed more, but pretty much I've always been a 34B, but flat. B is being generous, honestly. And so when I was pregnant with the girls, I remember thinking, this is nice. I loved how my boobs looked. I could fill out a bathing suit and a bra, and I felt I looked more proportional and everything. And I remember saying to Andrew, I just want how I look right now, that is how, if I got a boob job, I'd want it to look just like this. I don't want it to look fake. I never would want somebody to be oh, she got a boob job. That is my greatest fear. So So at the time I was like thinking about it. And then when I got pregnant with Owen, I was like, okay, yeah, like the boobs are back. I love it. It looks so good. And kind of convinced that I was going to get one. Then after I had him and started to get back into shape and, you know, feeling better about my body, I kind of lost that. And I'm currently at the point where I 100% don't want one. If you guys have one, no judgment here, I do not care. My friend just got one recently and absolutely loves it. Like, she loves it so, so much. My robe was going off. Not that you'd see anything. But it's so personal. It's your body. Like, it's the most personal thing that you can do, you know, for you. And if somebody wants to get it and it makes them feel more confident about themselves and all this stuff, then by all means do it. But for me, I honestly think that I would feel not worse about myself, but I would feel more, I don't even think insecure is the word, more aware of people looking at me, because I would be so hyper aware of people like I would never want anybody to look at my chest. And I know most people who get boob jobs, or I would think so, get it because they want that. They want people to see their boobs because they look good and bigger. But if I got it, I wouldn't want that attention. It'd be more like just for myself to, you know, fill out a shirt or whatever. So I just realized that it's just not for me. And I don't feel comfortable with it. I don't feel comfortable with putting that inside of me. It's like, you'd think by now they'd have something where you could just, like, can't we just inject fat in there? I know it would just be replaced somewhere else in your body. Like, it would just relocate somewhere. And then if you lose weight, like, it's gone. So I get that that's not really possible for long term, but it scares me. And I'm just not comfortable doing something that drastic if I'm not like 100%, you know? And I just kind of like over these past, maybe this year, like, I don't know, COVID has brought on like weird stuff with me and Andrew, like things that we've, not weird, but just, it's made us kind of prioritize things, and like different things matter to us now, I think. Personally, like how I feel about myself, I feel just a lot more like in my own skin and like good about that. So bringing this back to Botox is, I feel like it's kind of the same thing. You know, you're putting something in you. And I mean, I know it wears off, so it's not like an implant that's just there, but the feeling I get about it and like the trepidation I get of it is the same as I feel when thinking about getting a boob job. So here's where I'm at. I have decided to like try other things. You know, it's not like that's the only thing I can do right now. Obviously, I know that's gonna be the most effective and like it's gonna make it look the best, but there's other things that I can try. I made a serum with a couple essential oils that I want to start using more often. I was using it really regularly and then it kind of stopped. So I need to get back to this because a couple of you guys told me to use blue tansy and frankincense. And I have both of those in this serum. It's like blue, isn't that cool? So I also ordered these like strip things that you put on your forehead at night. And apparently it's supposed to like help kind of stabilize those muscles and prevent you from using them as much. They're like little patches. I'll link them down below. I found them on Amazon. They're called, what are they called? I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. And then I also found this cream that I'm also gonna link for you guys down below. And it said that Gwyneth Paltrow and Jennifer Aniston and a couple other celebrities who wanted to find more natural alternatives to Botox use this. And it's made with ingredients, it's paraben free, it's free of some other things, but it's supposed to kind of mimic what Botox does, but it's topical, it's not as invasive, and it's made with better ingredients. And I ordered that. I think it's European because it was in pounds, but then it converted over to dollars. But I think it cost me around $150, and I feel like that's worth it. I mean, if it works, it's worth it. So I'm gonna keep you posted on that. I think it's called Botox. I was like talking to Andrew last night and I was telling him, why don't I mean, he doesn't really care what I do. He's just like, whatever you wanna do, you can do it. But I told him, you know, maybe I just try other things first and see if that helps. And it's not like my wrinkles are super bad, okay? Especially for you guys, okay, this camera, actually, it kind of smooths your skin. It has like this thing to it, I don't know. But, so I feel like when I look at videos, I'm like, ooh, my skin looks really good. But it's actually, I have a little more wrinkles than you can see on camera. But anyways, they're not like super, super bad. And I know they're not, but I'm sure a lot of you guys kind of feel the same way that I do. And I wanted to just talk about it with you guys openly because this is a space for me to talk to you guys openly. I've known you guys for a really long time and I value your feedback and your opinions because we have been on this YouTube journey for quite some time. I was also thinking too, like, what if I did like more facial type things like hydrofacials, and I don't do any of that. I'm diligent with my skincare, but I don't do any like extra treatments. Oh, look what else I brought out this morning. My roller, which I never use. So, and you know what else I was thinking? This might help my jawline because I get a lot of tension in my jaw. I had extreme TMJ when I was pregnant with June and Violet, so bad. That was the worst part of my pregnancy was the TMJ. Oh, it was the worst. I have vivid memories of being in bed just like, oh my God, just excruciating pain. And then I swear 2020 just brought on, I was always a grinder at night, but it got worse last year. So now I have a night guard that I wear every other day and I wear my retainers the off days. So I was reading about these and there's another one called Gua Sha, something like that. And it's similar to this. It's like a quartz, or they have different types. And you press it against your skin to get the blood flowing, to help with your lymphatic system, and just kind of move all of that blood around, help with circulation. And also it makes you kind of, I hold a lot of my tension in my jaw. So it helps to break that up, and it feels really good too. So I put this right here. I'm gonna start using that in the morning when I wake up. So this morning when I woke up, I washed my face. I sprayed myself with a toner. I just got this too. I've gotten rid of all of my products with fragrance in them. This is this is in Hawaiian. I don't want to mess that up. Lihau face mist. I got this on the detox market. I put that on and then I put this serum on, which is like an oil-based serum. I could use the one I made too. This is the Earth Harbor Anti-Pollution Youth Red Algae Plant Stem Cells. And typically it's a little oily during the day. Like if I'm wearing makeup, I don't like to wear that. But with the roller, I liked it a lot because I was able to just like work it into my skin. It felt super nice. And it's kind of a nice ritual, I feel like, to wake up to. So that's what I'm going to start doing. Just like, I don't want to say experimenting because it's like not dangerous, you know, it's like I'm not doing anything risky. But I'm trying things, you know, trying things to help my skin, and I'm good about my SPF, so I'm gonna just like keep that up. I think this could be a really neat thing to share with you guys if some of you are not comfortable getting Botox and you're looking for other alternatives that you just kind of feel stuck. I can help you with that. So I thought it'd be just an interesting topic to talk about with you guys. I know there are a lot of opinions about it, and I'm aware of that. And it's also something that people don't talk about for obvious reasons, because when you get Botox, you know, it's not like you want to go to somebody's house after you've had it and be like, look, I got Botox. Like, you want it to be a natural thing where you just look fresh and youthful. You don't want to look like you've had work done. Those are my thoughts right now. That's kind of where I'm at. And I think maybe it's just like the birthday thing that brings it on and makes me like think about it, because truthfully, I haven't had a thought about Botox in some time. It just kind of came up the other day and I was thinking about it. And when I think about stuff, I get really fixated on things. And like, this is how crazy I am. I like went to a website. I was texting a friend of mine and she gave me the place that she goes, and I literally sent them an email to request a consultation. And then like hours later, I'm talking myself out of it. So I'm all over the board. I think it's also like, if you guys are into Enneagrams, I'm an Enneagram 1, and one of their core things that defines an Enneagram 1 is they're very, very hard on themselves internally. So nobody would ever know the things that I think about inside because I don't show it, I don't voice it, but I'm always thinking about it. I'm always questioning like literally everything I do. Like, was that the right decision? Shoot, I shouldn't have done that. That was dumb. Like everything I do, which it's kind of ironic that I'm a YouTuber and have a YouTube channel because it's a lot of pressure, you know, like on yourself to not be a certain way, but like I'm having to watch myself. I'm editing videos all the time and like watching myself back all the time. So I've had to really just like develop a super, super tough skin over the years, not let things get to me. And again, that's something that Kendra and I have really talked about a lot this year. It's like, we are just doing whatever we want, whatever makes us happy. And you really have to not care about the outside noise and what others think, because at the end of the day, it's your life. I mean, technically, we're living for God. But what I mean is, it's other people's opinion of us should not dictate how we live our life. You know, God's opinion should be the only one that we care about. So I think that has kind of been the driving force for us this year. And it's been really good. It's just kind of like made us a little more at peace with things and like closer, you know, we just feel a little bit more like we're in this together. Like we are a team, and our decisions are our personal decisions, and not everybody is going to agree with us, and that's okay. You know, like clearly we've seen from this year, like not everybody agrees on stuff, and that's okay. Like, you know, it's just life. So luckily, Kendra and I agree on pretty much everything. So I do have him to support me and stuff. And I think one other thing Andrew's always been this way, but not necessarily me, but you know, his big thing is like question things. Don't just accept things for face value. Question everything. Like do the research, look into things, like find answers for yourself. Don't just accept what somebody tells you, because again, everybody has their own opinion. So you need to form your own opinions about things. I feel like the comment section, it'd be nice to just give your experience. Maybe if you know of somebody, if you get Botox, I would just love to hear it. I love to just like openly talk about things like this, but be considerate of other people, because everybody has their own right to do whatever they want to do, you know, to their bodies. It's their bodies. So anyways, that was kind of a fun chat. Those are my thoughts, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon.